Hello everybody, my name's Jordy here at Carving Fusion. Today's quick video, I'm going to show you how I make this Shosugi band pumpkin out of a piece of western red cedar. If you don't have a piece of wood this big, a piece of fence board will do you just fine. So it's becoming pumpkin time to start carving the pumpkins if you want to start making money at wood carvings. Don't ever think it's too early. It's August 10th today, August 9th. It's never too early to start carving pumpkins because they're big sellers at Halloween time. So here's a full 360 pumpkin that I carved already. I got to carve 40 more of them, 35, 40 more. But we're not going to do that today. Today I'm just going to do a fun, quick carve anybody can do. This is a piece of western red cedar, wide grain. So this is like 2 feet long by, say, just an inch shy from 2 feet wide, and it's 2 inches thick. This is going to be a Shosugi band. That means burning the wood deep. This is face grain. On the sides here, you'll see edge grain because the tree goes like this. Anyways, it's too hard for me to explain. But so we're going to burn it. So what I'm going to do here, you guys, this is a bigger scale one. You can do these out of fence boards too, right? But I say find the face grain. Let me show you what the face grain is here. Some people just don't understand. It took me a while to catch on. So you see this right here? So you're digging into the layers. Now let's see. So you're digging into the layers. This would be edge grain, and you can see each edge of the grain, okay? So we might not get the best effect on this pumpkin, but we'll try anyways. So it's just best to find, if you go to your retail store, find the face grain stuff where you're cutting through the layers. You should Google it if you don't understand what I'm saying, because I don't even understand what I'm saying. So I just quickly got this drawn on. I don't know, does it even look like a pumpkin? So what I'm going to do is quickly cut this out with my chainsaw. And so you guys just think this could be reference for a fence board too, right? Just carve and have fun. But what I'm not going to do yet, I'm not going to carve the face in yet. Draw the face and carve the eyes and stuff in yet. Because I'm going to cut this out, cut these lines a bit, okay? And I'm going to burn it really deep with my torch. If I burn it really deep when I got the eyes, the nose, and the mouth cut out, then the edges of the eyes and the nose are going to burn too, and it's just going to look... I want to have sharp corners here, right, for the edges of the stuff. So I'm just going to carve all this out right now, and I'll do a quick time lapse doing that, and then we'll burn it, and we'll talk more. This is just an experiment. Have fun what you're doing. Okay, so there's the pumpkin. So I made a couple bad cuts, like this doesn't need to be so high up. Who cares? Just have fun. And like I said, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can do whatever you want on this. You can do it with a fence board, right? But I'd make sure the grain's going this way. Because once you burn it, you don't want the grain to go this way. That kind of doesn't make... You can if you want, but it just doesn't make sense to me. It's better to have the grain going this way. So when I burn this, you're going to see straight lines here. And right here, you're going to see stuff like that. See how I'm cutting into... sorry, people. Some people just don't understand the face grain. See, I'm cutting into the grain. So when I cut there, one grain, cutting through that grain, cutting through that grain. When you cut the edge grain, you're just cutting through lines. See the lines here? That's the grain. Because the tree, this is the center of the tree, and it goes round, so that would be the side of the tree, right? So just look for the face grain when you buy your fence planks. So now what I'm going to do is just quickly clean up all this stuff with my die grinder with the Kutzall bit here. Okay, you guys can get these Kutzall burs. If you go to the description below, you'll see the Kutzall site. It will save you 5% or 10 or 5%. I'm not too sure. But so for the very beginners, this is a 1/4 inch Kutzall burr. That shaft there is 1/4 inch. That will not fit in your standard Dremel, okay? It will only fit in your die grinders or your Fordhams. So when you get the Dremel bits, the burrs for the Dremel, make sure you get the 1/8 bits, not the 1/4 bits, because this one is too big for the Dremel. Okay, so I'll clean this up off camera, then we'll do some burning, cleaning, and carve the face in. Okay, so I got it cleaned up as good as I want to. If you're going to do Dremel carving, just be careful of fires. Do it outside. You got this little MAP gas can here, propane, and I got a bigger propane here. So this cedar's really soft, so it's going to burn super easy. Okay, so I'll show you there's some guys that call themselves pros, whatever, but I'll show you. They call it the alligator crack or whatever it is. Alligator, or what's the other thing? Alligator, crocodile crack. So it looks like crocodile skin. And they say to do nice, smooth passes. For wood, for this kind of stuff, I just go all over the place. Let's pull out the bigger torch, and I'll show you guys. And we'll come in a bit closer here too. I'll zoom in when I'm doing the editing. You'll see the wood start to crack. See, that's already good enough. See how it's cracking? See that? It's like alligator skin or crocodile skin. But the more that you do it, the more you'll get the layers of the grain to pop out. So you can see there's the alligator skin they call it, or crocodile. I call it burning, cracking wood. You don't want to burn away your detail when you're doing something like this. So you don't have to hit this too hard. Just make sure you burn everything. You know, like under here. See there? The more that you burn, the more you're going to burn your detail away. Some spots I want to burn really deep. Okay? It also helps to have a water gun. So you see how that's smoldering away, the hot coals? You have a water gun, so you don't let it smolder away, burn away all your details, melt away. Just spray it out with a water gun. Boom. Your details won't go away, right? Okay, so you guys can see here, I got it all burnt in. It took me about 10 minutes. I want to say, I know I repeat myself, but I want to say the wider the grain that you use for this Shosugi band is better, because you get a better effect, and I'll show you that later. Okay, so you can see the grains here. See, this one comes up. These ones are just straight lines. These ones are pretty well straight lines. Unless when I cut that way. Anyways, so let's just carry on. So I got these nylon brushes. You get these in my Amazon store. You get 3 for like $30 Canadian. My Amazon store, if you open the description below, you'll see it. These so you get the orange, the gray. The gray is the hardest. My gray is kind of worn out. They do wear out. Orange is second hardest, and you got blue. You can also buy single red ones from your hardware store. This is a drill bit extender my buddy Peterblair got for me. So this is just like a drill bit. Goes in there. This does get a little bit hot. I got to get aluminum tube for it or something to put around there. But when this thing spins, I just use a cloth or an old dust mask and put it around here and spin it. So, and when you do this part, because these things do leave marks, I think you probably just want to go with the grain. Okay, grain's going this way, the whole piece, so not this way, this way. If you want, you can go this way too. You might see me do it. So I'm going to do a super time lapse of me doing this, and we're getting there. I don't even know if I'll carve a face on this thing yet. Sorry, everybody. I want to say too, make sure that you definitely wear your dust mask when you do any type of sanding or anything. You should wear it all the time when you're doing woodworking. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, the more that I scrape this, rub this char off, the more time I spend doing it, the whiter you're going to get the white wood of the hardwood white. You'll see. So you'll see me going over it. And I'll probably spend about half an hour on this cleaning it up, okay? Okay, I'll stop there for right now, but you can see how it's starting to, so it's bumpy, right? That's 5 minutes. I still got a lot more to do, so stand by. I should also show you guys, this is a very dirty job. doing this charcoal, getting rid of the black stuff here, the burn stuff, super dirty. Yep. Anyways, carry on. Okay. So, if you look at this, guys, I want to say too, I should have stopped and filmed it, but if you got a mark from your little sander and it goes too deep, you can always burn it again, and then just buff it out, right? I wish I had the emery cloth here, but I didn't have any, because actually emery cloth works better. It doesn't, what's the word, varnish? Like, put a clear coat on the varnish or something the word is. I don't know if you guys can see those layers there. See how each grain pops? It's like stairs. I call it the stair effect. So, but this is an old Japanese tradition. They used to burn the outside of their houses to preserve the wood, right? So I can see only one thing on this piece that I don't like is this lip right here. You can see it's like a square cut. I wish it was more rounded, but who cares? Carry on. I've decided I'm not going to carve on face on this too, because it's just a nice pumpkin some lady would like to buy, and probably somebody will buy it and put it outside their house. So what I'm going to do, I got my own kind of technique, okay? Where's the orange paint? I got some orange paint. So pretend this is orange, okay? I'm going to spray the orange, this whole thing with orange, okay? Then I'm going to spray this clear coat on the orange paint when it's still wet, because this will dilute the paint and it will make these black and white really different. And this definitely can go outside and the colors will never fade or burn away, maybe 10 years later or something. But I might put a touch of red in there too, and I'll paint this green. So yeah, this will be, I might have to paint this with a brush after. So let's do it. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a rushed process. So I'm going to paint it all orange. Then I'm going to come along with this and start wiping it off with the rag. This is the last rag I have left too for friggity rickets. Okay, so let's get everything all ready. Okay, so there you go. There's probably, I spent about an hour and a half on this piece. Some lady would like to have this in front of her house. Shosugi band pumpkin. You guys, you can do them with fence boards. You can glue 2 fence boards together. You can use like a 1x6 or any kind of wood you got. I know pine works for the Shosugi band. I know this is cedar, Douglas fir. I just say, I'll just repeat myself once again. Face grain, so you get this where my thumb is and up, you get that effect. And wide grain, try and find the widest grain you got, so that would be like 2nd or 3rd growth wood, right? So hope you all doing good, and we'll chat to you soon, and we'll see you later.